Yeah, thank you. MATRIXX Software is a Silicon Valley company. It was it's fairly new company. It was founded 10 years ago, and the history really behind MATRIXX is that the founder and the CEO of MATRIXX, Dave Labuda, was the co-founder and the CEO of Portal Software, which was the leading billing company in the 90s. And it's funny, in 2008 when the iPhone came out, they looked at the iPhone, realized this is going to change the world, and it did. So at that time they realized billing and CRM and everything that was working at that time would not work anymore in this new digital era, and they decided, so the company was sold to Oracle, and they decided they need to build something different to address this different problem, and this is where MATRIXX Software came from. So all these engineers started working on creating a new different product, which came out to be the MATRIXX digital commerce platform. That came in the market, I think 7 or 8 years in commercial now. So what telecom providers are doing or did to address digital transformation, they have done a lot of different projects historically over the last 10 years, I would say, with different vendors, trying to transform their architecture or their IT to become digital. And that has been proven to become very complex and expensive, and it doesn't really yield the results because the legacy systems, I would say, were not really designed to do this, right? They were designed to do something, So you know, the telecoms historically were designed mostly to work with shops and call centers, and it's so difficult to change that, transform that in a short period of time. You have to change people, you have to change process, you have to change technology. So as MATRIXX coming from a technology background, and we're a technology vendor, we addressed the technology problem very well. So we created this new platform. And the way we help operators is we go with this designed platform to help them transform, and we can launch their digital propositions in few months, and it doesn't touch their legacy so much. So the legacy is what it is. We take them absolutely. So in a very short time, they just embark on the journey with us, and they run everything on this product, which was designed really for the digital, real-time digital experience. It's always on, it's always precise, it's always agile. It gives them all this agility to launch products on a daily basis in the market, digital products, and reduce a lot about the channels with the call center and the shops. So really your relationship with the operator becomes the mobile app. It's sort of, you think about it as Uberizing the telecom industry in a way, right? So this is how we do it. Yeah, so if you look at our competitors today, it's mainly in the BSS space. They're big respectful companies, of course. I mean, they did a great job in the telecom industry so far. But the point was, what they have done over the last 30 years wouldn't work anymore in this industry. Yeah, so they're still successful when it comes to traditional BSS, if you like. But going to digital, they have to redesign their products again, which is very difficult for them. So the difference between MATRIXX and the competition in the market today is that MATRIXX didn't look at the competitors and created a better product. We created a different product because we didn't bring a billing system or a CRM system, and we started to put more features and functions because we believed that was the problem. So we came with a completely different approach, with a completely different product, and we addressed the market with it. So we kind of gambled on our vision and took the risk with it, and it worked. Defensive, so it was not an easy journey. So you would go to an operator and you're challenging the way they have done business for the last 20 years. I mean, nobody would easily accept it. But our customers, I mean, probably just to give you an idea, we've got over now 22 customers globally, and we've launched live, I think, over 12 of these digital operators globally. In the Middle East, we have 4 of the leading customers, and normally what we have seen is that this requires more of a visionary CEOs. It's a CEO initiative. It's not something that the billing team decides to do overnight. It's actually the telecom provider deciding to change their business model and the way they do business. So it has to come from the CEO and CCO and downwards. It has to be driven and sponsored by these executives. And we have seen this trend coming out very strongly globally and also in the Middle East now. So I started this region, I think, less than 3 years and a half ago. I was the only guy in the Middle East, in the Dubai office. So it was a one-man show at that time, I remember. And it was an exciting journey. So I was the one who's doing the business development, the sales, and so on. And I started to work out with and growing up the region in terms of customers, in terms of recruiting people and expanding. So today we're over 30 people in this office. So we kind of, year on year we're like growing 500% plus every year. So
3 years, yeah. 30,
so it's really big growth in this region. I think this is the biggest growing region in the entire MATRIXX organization. Yeah, so we're growing all over the place. I mean, the company, when they first started, MATRIXX was like 50 people. Now it's over 200, 220 people. And it's growing really fast because the market now really sees the value and understands what MATRIXX is. So in terms of my responsibilities in this region, I cover Middle East and Africa market. So we've got now a big team, big sales team and big pre-sales and organization.
Because it's a huge region.
Yeah, we have also delivery, support, organizations. We're hiring recently in Africa, so yeah, we're expanding very, very fast. So my responsibility is really looking after the entire MATRIXX business in this region, growing the business, going into new areas, hiring people, and winning business. MATRIXX today got over 22 customers globally, telco customers globally, and we started, I think the early adopters were Swisscom in Switzerland, we've got Telstra in Australia, Vodafone New Zealand. So we had early adopters where that was like 5-6 years ago, and then from there we started to build over that. So over the past 2 years we have seen huge growth. So we were closing, we were having 1 or 2 customers a year, and then 2017 it grew exponentially. So now we got the Hutchison Group, for example, the three brand. So we've got Hutch UK, Denmark, Sweden, Wintray, Hutch Italy. We've got Hutch Hong Kong. Yes, those are very big contracts, very big projects as well. I mean, we got also Verizon in the US.
So you're at every market?
Yes, we're a global company.
Europe, you're completely global.
Yes, absolutely. Asia Pacific, we've got Celcom, we've got a B brand called Udo and Celcom. We're having also 2 deals that will be announced soon. We have ID Mobile in the UK as well as an MVNO. We have Telecom in the Netherlands. And of course, left the best to the last. In the Middle East, we've got the Ooredoo leading Ooredoo countries. So we started off with Oman, which was the pioneer, then followed by Kuwait and another one more OPCO. And then, of course, in the middle also we had Zain Saudi in parallel with that. And with Zain Group and Ooredoo Group, we have hopefully plans for 2019 to grow further into their countries. And of course, we will also have announcements in Africa and Middle East soon. So yeah, I mean, 2017, 2018 were very promising. We're hoping 2019-20 will grow even exponentially. We're expecting double and even triple the number. MATRIXX, probably something I missed in the introduction. So MATRIXX is coming with a patented technology. So the company started with a lot of patents, heavy patents in the technology space, and then we built the platform at the top, which is something unique in the market today, globally even, right? So even this is another thing for the competition that they don't differentiators. So that's a big differentiator as well. So we understand telco environment or telco operators, going digital there is not as easy as going digital with Uber, for example, because you've got millions of subscribers, hundreds of thousands and billions of interactions actually on their network from the mobile app. So you need a completely different way of addressing that. You need this high performance technology to do that. This is where MATRIXX comes from. So we've done that very well so far. Now we're going to the next stage. So we're focusing in 2019, for example, more on 5G. We're 5G ready. I think we're the only now vendor in that space, in the BSS space, which is 5G ready. We're investing more into the NFV and the cloud infrastructure. We do cloud, we do on-premise, but we're investing more in that space.
More to sort of try and
in the roadmap.
Visibility.
Absolutely. And we're also investing in enterprise and in IoT, in addition to the consumer and business for the telcos. So we're going into different directions. That will be the focus of 2019. This is from the product perspective. From the organization perspective, we're still growing the region. So we're setting, as we speak, we're setting an office in Morocco, we're setting an office in Kenya, and soon we're going to South Africa. So we're also focusing in 2019 on Africa.
On Africa, so you want to increase your...
So in addition to the Middle East, we'll continue we also in the Middle East hired, we set a support center. We have now, so we have a bigger team now. We're increasing the focus in the Middle East, but also we're starting to put more focus